Good morning, students. I am Dr. Naina Devi, Assistant Professor of Economics, Kakatiya Government College, Hanmakonda. Today we will be discussing the types of data. Data types are an important concept of statistics which needs to be understood to apply statistical measurements to our data. Data can be classified as either primary or secondary data, time series, cross section and panel data, and categorical and numerical data. First of all, we will discuss primary and secondary data. Primary data means original data that have been collected specially for the purpose in mind. Tools like questionnaires, interviews, schedules are used for gathering primary data. Primary data are usually collected from the source where the data originally originates from and are regarded as the best kind of data in research. The primary method of data collection is the most original and authentic method of data collection. Primary data is actually unvarnished data that have never been manipulated before. Therefore, primary data are preferred in any research. Primary data increases the reliability and authenticity of research, and in most of the scientific researches, primary data are used. Now let's know about secondary data. Secondary data are data that have been collected for another purpose, and when we will use a statistical method with the primary data. Secondary data analysis is the analysis of data that was collected by someone else. Secondary data is available from a variety of sources such as government and research institutions, internet and journals, books, newspapers, etc. The biggest advantage of using secondary data is that it can be more economical. Someone else has already collected the data, so the researcher does not have to devote money, time, energy and resources to this phase of research. Since the researcher did not collect the data, they have no control over what is contained in the data set. Oftentimes, this can limit the analysis or alter the original questions the researcher sought to answer. Now let's see the second category of data, that is time series, cross section and panel data. Cross section data refers to data collected by observing many subjects such as individuals, firms or countries, regions, etc. at the same point of time or without regard to differences in time. Analysis of cross-section data usually consists of comparing the differences among the subjects. The next one is time series data. Time series data is also known as longitudinal data, which follows one subject's changes over the course of time. For example, the average production of wheat from 1990 to 2009. Let's make it easier to understand. When the data is collected for the same variable over time, like months, years, then this type of data is called as time series data. The next one is panel data. Panel data combines both cross-sectional and time series data and looks at multiple subjects and how they change over the course of time. Panel analysis uses panel data to examine changes in variables over time and differences in variables between subjects. Now let's see the third category, that is categorical and numerical data. First of all, we will discuss categorical or nominal data. Data that can be divided into categories or groups such as male and female, and can take only discrete and not decimal values, they are called categorical or nominal data. There are two types of categorical data. They are nominal or ordinal. In nominal data, the variables are divided into a number of named categories. These categories, however, cannot be ordered one above another. Note that nominal data that has no order. Therefore, if you change the order of its value, the meaning would not change. For example, are you married? Yes or no. If you change the order, the meaning would not change. You have to select yes or no only. Nominal values represent discrete units and are used to label variables that have no quantitative value. Just think of them as labels, as they are not greater than or less than each other. Ordinal values represent discrete and ordered units. It is therefore nearly the same as nominal data, except that its ordering matters. You can see an example below. What is your educational background? 1 elementary, 2 high school, 3 undergraduate and 4 graduate. Note that the differences between elementary and high school is different than the difference between high school and college. This is the main limitation of ordinal data. The differences between the values is not really known. Because of that, ordinal scales are usually used to measure non-numerical features like happiness, satisfaction, etc. The second one is continuous and numerical data. Numerical data are of two types. They are discrete or continuous. Discrete data are a distinct series of numbers. We speak of discrete data if its values are distinct and separate. In other words, we speak of discrete data if the data can only take on certain value. This type of data can't be measured, but it can be counted. For example, the number of students in a class. In this case, you can't have half a student. So, the data that can only take certain values is known as discrete data. And discrete data is not continuous data. Data that can take any value, including decimal values, are called continuous data. For example, people's height could be any value within the range of human heights, not just certain fixed height. And continuous data is not discrete data. Data types are an important concept because statistical methods can only be used with certain data types. Therefore, knowing the types of data you are dealing with enables you to choose the correct method of analysis.